Hello, Divine Feminines. How are you? I hope you are doing well. So let's get some animal signifiers here. See what we need to know. Interesting. I feel this energy right now. Electric eel. Bring your ideas to life. These are very interesting energies, and they're all blue. Bottom of the deck is starfish. Open to infinite possibilities, and so he has embraced the in-between. I kind of feel like he has leaped into a new space, and then sing your own song in the middle, which always is music to me. So here we have, patience, imagination, polarity, and adventure. Very interesting. So, pause before you take action. Trust that divine timing is in work. Envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Integrate your shadow side. There will be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. I have talked about this now before, but I do believe that the feminine has to integrate more shadow and the masculine has to integrate more light. And these cards kind of really represent that very well. Those things may be uncomfortable to us. Rebirth, personal freedom unleashed. 7/7, 4/4, twin flame facilitator, expansive growth. Wow, powerful cards. 10/10, enter your vortex, align with infinite abundance. It's a very, very nice karmic purge, mirror of reflections. If you're seeing things you don't like right now in any kind of mirror, it's a huge sign for you that you will be integrating shadow, which is uncomfortable. It's not easy, but allowing to understand that, you know, creator shapes itself into anything that it wants to. Interesting. Wow. Huh. I feel like we've had a lot of reverse cards lately, and here we have 2. 3, 4. All right, let me receive these messages. For some reason, the green skull wants to come out today. I actually have 2 green skulls. One is here. This was a gift from someone from Hawaii. A lot of lapis lazuli energy too. All right. What I feel here immediately is that there's a lot of overthinking going on. You know, sometimes we are just kind of our own worst enemies. I don't think whatever's going on here is as... I don't think it's as serious as you're making it out to be, but I also don't think it's as, like, premeditated or strategic or... There is some element of karma going on here. And I feel if you're asking or curious or dealing with a situation that's giving you a lot of grief or pain, confusion, I'm reticent to say I don't think we know currently in this situation the complete ramifications of what's going on here. I feel there's some lesson to learn about let me get it. I think the unknown here is playing an important role in your rebirth. As we have death right on top of the rebirth with the Nine of Swords. And there's something here that isn't yet finished, but plays an important role in your wisdom and understanding about I think the first thing I said was like, you can be your own worst enemy. You can. You know, I have a saying sometimes about, often I don't follow my own advice either, but people often are their own undoing. You know, you don't even have to try. If someone has done you wrong, often they will do themselves wrong even more or the same amount. And I feel maybe it's something, if this is applying to you, because I'm not sure what this is about here, that there's a lesson of understanding here about give and take. And it seems to be an important one. Because we have 3 major arcana coming out that are fairly important here. And this seems to be regarding the Divine Feminine's understanding of her own feelings. So, you know, look how crazy similar these cards are. In a lot of ways, this is about withholding and then kind of giving, and this falls right on top of the expansive growth. The Nine of Cups does not mean, you know, giving with an intention to receive. But there is something here about that. I feel it very, very strongly. There feels like there's some kind of, I'm sure it will come out more, but your awakening, you know, we have Tower reversed on the bottom. And what they're saying is like a rude awakening, right? And look, this is kind of like a key to open a portal for you. And it may have come with this polarity. You see this is lightning, and this almost looks like lightning here. We got this card yesterday. And below that is the Hermit, the Empress, the Knight of Pentacles, and Strength. With the Four of Swords reversed, Strength reversed. You know, you may have built quite a strong structure based on giving. I'm having a lot of confirmation burps here. And I see you feel like that would offer you a certain amount of status, protection, insulation that it hasn't. From what you would perceive as hostilities, enemies, possibly people out to get you, or forces that be. Part of this lesson is about, this is a lot of tough love. So if you're being triggered by this at all, it may not be the best time to watch this reading. Because I see that Spirit wants you to be aware for your own sake that not everyone's intentions are as pure as yours. And some people live with unpure intentions. And understanding and integrating your shadow, it's very important. Though, and surprisingly, it's as difficult as integrating your light, which is equally difficult. You know, it's strange because in the spiritual community, we regard light as good or aligned with source, but honestly, this reading is coming through about the fact that polarity is the basis of our existence here. And it's very important. You know, healing means wholeness. And it's very important for you to understand your wholeness. And oh, I had a bunch of cards fall out. Okay. So what do you want me to know? I see this. There's a lot weighing heavily on you right now. And there is some blame, self-blame, I feel like, coming through. I don't normally get this feeling from the Queen of Cups, but here it feels like there's a lot of prayer next to the Nine of Swords. Interesting. This card has come out quite a lot. I mean, this is serving to... We have two cards that show you really trapped in fear here. This is serving to rebuild a foundation for you. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Rest and rejuvenate. You have to balance the devil and the universe, the world. You know, I really feel 4, 4, 8. There is protection around you, but you need to understand. And of course, again, we have this image like we had the other day in another card with the tree and the roots, right? And though that's the seed kind of down there, and we see the fruit in the sky, there is a cycle of life here. that these obstacles seem to be planting within you, seem to be unearthing within you seeds of wisdom that have been planted within your being in other lifetimes, in other dimensions, in other realms. If you don't believe in that, then they were planted within, and that this is igniting this flame for you. And, you know, we'll all be different. We'll all have different situations. You can see here, this is like the Four of Wands here. And here you have the castle back in the background. And I feel like you have been quite afraid and confused on how to bring this prosperity into the physical reality. We have repeating 4s, repeating 6s, repeating 5s. And it may be that you're not totally heeding the wisdom that seems to want to come forward. Again, we have someone with a book in their hands here. And this is in reverse on top of the 9 of Swords. It seems like something that you overlook or disregard right now may actually cause you more challenge to getting to where you want to go. They really want to emphasize how much of a benefit doing any kind of shadow work right now would assist you. Because I feel strongly that you're avoiding dealing with situations that don't need to be as serious as they may be. But your avoidance will make them worse. There is this element here where you may feel quite alone in dealing with circumstances or situations, but the truth is you're not alone. And it's really interesting in this card, you see the rainbow here and you see the rainbow coming through in the shadow. And they really want you, oh, I just got full body chills. They really want you to understand how much power is within you looking at your shadow. This passion seems to be ignited and will grow into a massive structure here if you can overcome this fear that you are currently facing or avoiding. Try very hard not to sweep it under the rug. This can be little or big, you know. We can get very, like these 3 cards coming out basically on the interior, possibility, future. These are massive cards of wealth and abundance. And, you know, this is like Empress status right here. This is calling you to become more right now. But it's not more than you are. The potential is all there, locked within you. It's just that you may need to go within here to really understand something important. It is interesting. So we did see the Hermit on the bottom of the deck under the Tower reversed and the Empress reversed. There's a huge call for you right now. And it's not just for you. It's like this 9 of Cups reversed, Lovers reversed. you can't do this for someone else. You must face whatever these are alone. And your masculine too. If he's going through this, or he will be soon, this has to be something that brings out your understanding of what they want you to align with is this idea that it's all happening for you, even when it doesn't feel like it is. It's all happening for you to move into wholeness. So let's get these messages here. What else do we need to know, and how can we use this energy to move forward on this journey, Spirit? I'm going to ask for Spirit to let us know we are protected and always within spiritual protection at all times. If you would like to claim this protection, just say yes. Spirit, protect us in all realms, dimensions, all future and past timelines, across all space-time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is done. If you like that, say yes. If not, just say nothing or no. Look at that. Look at the bottom of the deck. The Shadow Queen. Acquiring knowledge, insecurity, and manipulation. So, you have authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. And there are elementals in this card assisting you. Specifically, they look like these. This one. The big picture, angelic help. Joyful activity, celebration of life, and abundance. So, there is a lot of assistance around you, a lot of angelic help here. This will bring you closer to your authentic purpose and alignment if you allow the understanding to come forth. So let's see how the masculine is feeling at this time and what kind of energies they want to bring for you. I'm manifesting you. You're so amazing. I'm so lucky. Look at fairies. Fairies are very close right now. Be resilient. Moon energy. That's the shadow. Sage. So some of you, and I don't say this very often, I know I was lighting sage yesterday too, is that you may benefit from sage, a sage ceremony, clearing your energy, clearing your space, clearing your body, any kind of energy that you feel drawn to, Reiki, whatever it is, doesn't matter. The part of it is that your authentic self is drawn to it. So we have, I miss your smell, I'm planning to surprise you, be resilient, rich thoughts grow money, sun energy, law of vibration, Mercury energy. You're on his mind, Gemini energy. So a lot of mind energy, Mercury and Gemini. Something is telling me to talk to you, and like attracts like. You're too beautiful. I feel stupid for running. Lover above. Deeper into shadow. Capricorn energy. I wanted to call the rat. Taurus, alchemist. He feels like he's talking about you a lot. And this card says, do not run away from your shadow, instead run towards it. Feeling your shadow feelings will release them from you. Above 500 on the scale of emotions is where we experience the best life, including manifesting all that is good, law of vibration. Many of you may be wondering currently, if I'm practicing high vibration, if I'm practicing alignment, if I'm practicing being a conscious manifester, why would I have this not so great thing come to me? And as I said already in the reading, there are reasons that things come to you to unleash your potential, to align you with your greater purpose. To cultivate your resiliency. A lot of what we learn is that luck means unexpected windfalls or lucky breaks, but there's a lot of luck in experiencing the shadow elements. And I know that sounds very strange. It's just that it means that there is an element of what, Carl Jung would call fate, which is forces that we don't really understand working on your behalf. And to be able to reclaim our power from the shadow, right? Our fear. This integrates when we reclaim our shadow, our fear of the shadow, right? Our fear of being seen as bad or negative or the enemy or the villain. There's tremendous power in that. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it really allows us to love ourselves more. So we have wedding reversed, free yourself reversed, soulmate, calling in your soulmate, deception. I kind of knew that card would come out. Chemistry reversed, trust, give your relationship a chance, passion reversed, true love, express your love, past life relationship both reversed, healing family issues. I do get a feeling like perhaps there was one of your parents or someone in your family that couldn't deal with shadow issues, so they ran away. And this may be an ancestral lineage thing that you have to face. There is an element here of cultivating faith, which is a very high vibration. And that there are things here you're not quite seeing clearly. There may be people in your life that they have somehow manipulated your kindness, manipulated your light, and you are on a certain level also responsible for that. And there may be some relationships you need to rethink here. Some commitments that need revision. You may have outgrown some people in your life. You may have others that you kind of weren't giving a chance to, and you should have, or you will now. I feel a rebalancing of the relationship scales, and some of this is, again, here telling me that there's a lot of past life influences here. It feels like now they can be made right. And the karma, you know, I don't believe that the feminine carries a lot of karma in this life and the masculine carries the majority of it. But there may be some that needs to be rectified now. And doing that willingly will release a lot of this burden from you. If you can be proactive with it now, be the giving person, be the one who makes the reparations or the apologies or forgiveness or whatever it is that you need to do now. This will release a lot of this karma. And other people may be like, you weren't the one that did something wrong. Why are you like doing this? You'll know in your heart if that resonates with you. You know, it's not worth continuing on. It's just in the name of ego here, because there's a lot that this will stop you from doing in your life. You can be the one to be proactive is the word they're really highlighting here. And it may seem almost just bizarre to some people. You know, I get a feeling here that you should be quiet about this. Get the advice that you need, or get the counsel you need, or get, you know, not that. Definitely seek help or advice if you need some, but don't go telling everybody all of your moves. That's what I feel like here with this express your love in reverse. Not everybody needs to know or understand what's going on here with you. And again, they gave me this yesterday and they're giving it to me again today. It's that and I don't remember what I said about it yesterday, but it is important, I guess, that, you know, they've given me this for a while. It's like the dominoes are falling in a line for a reason, and it's leading you somewhere, and you know where it's leading you. And, you know, there's that whole thing, like Oprah, this was, I don't know, 25 years ago. It's like first you get pebbles, and then you get rocks, and then you get boulders, right? And if you're at the point of getting boulders, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And in no way am I saying there was intention here to be a bad person, because I don't feel that. I feel that there's a heavy burden here. I don't really think that this burden was created by you or him or either of you together. But it does seem like, you know, our trauma is not our fault, but it is our responsibility. And sometimes we get so burdened that we stop taking care of all of the things that we've taken care of, right? And a lot of, again, an explanation is not an excuse either. It's just an explanation. But it's like, I see here, you may have at one point been so burdened that you felt almost incapacitated or trapped, or like you had no energy. And I remember a reading a while ago that I used those exact words. Like they gave me those exact words, and I don't remember what it was about, but I do remember that those words coming out. Like, I think with this card that we can feel really depressed, and we can feel really unmotivated and hurt and angered and just confused. There's so many things we can feel when people who we thought loved us hurt us, and karma is, you know, played out. I'm not really a big person on karma, but here it feels like there's something beyond what's going on in this realm for several different reasons. Like, I can see mentally you may not understand why these things happened, but emotionally they've taken a really big toll on you. And they do want to tell me there's a light here that goes on in your mind about the bigger picture. And that's an important thing to understand, that you're taking a stepping stone and you're making a decision. Interesting that karmic came up here. Upright. This may not have so much to do with him. It may have to do with you. And you know, I almost always read for the masculine, but this feels more like you. There could be a new person coming into your life, but there could also be an old person coming back. And the fact that we got the Lovers on the end here is bringing up a real decision that you make. It kind of frees you. I know that's not the meaning of the Nine of Cups, but that's the energy it's giving right now for some reason. Because it falls right after the Hangman, and the Hangman is you purposefully putting yourself in suspension where you need to suspend some things in your life so you can really see clearly, right? Page of Swords. You really need to get the message of what this is trying to bring you. And I feel with these cards here, there's a big opportunity to distract yourself. There's a lot of things going on. You may, you know, they're warning you here not to indulge yourself in becoming a victim, gaslighting. Be careful about doing that now. This card literally says, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. And your tendency with that, what's being presented in the 3D, is watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Be careful not to make yourself into a victim right now. This is important. Because if you do, I mean, look at these cards here. You may call in a certain soulmate that will exploit this energy, I feel. Fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, loving you. And it says soul contact. So this heart with the key wants your heart to be opened. I know that there's a feeling here that you feel very insecure, or it may bring insecurity into your life. And this is a chance to reclaim the power that you face in those feelings, okay? That's what's coming through here to me. But, you know, this card's on the top here. The shadow world of deep emotions and hidden feelings will be illuminated. Yeah, there's stuff to face here. And you are very powerful, but right now you don't seem to be fully embracing the self-love aspect of life. There still seems to be quite a bit of, I don't know, the Three of Cups, it's kind of be a victim mentality, but it can also be like codependency. And it feels here like you need to embrace this independence, however that is for you. There's a pretty strong message here that, you know, it's you and you alone that has to come through this knowing, gathering of wisdom. And you can't do it by any kind of running away, addictions. You know, this is a spiritual evolution. So let's get some advice here, because I feel like I've really droned on and on about this. I mean, I like that. I do feel there can be a positive outcome here. And it may not be the ideal outcome that you envision, but it is kind of commensurate with what you give. You know, it does show that. Finish what you started. You started something important, and now it's time to complete it. Thankful. Think about all of the people and things you are grateful for. Hello and goodbye. You will soon see that this change will make things better. Interesting energies. Again, as I said, this is serving a benefit to you. We had White Tara fall out. Ostara, fertility. It's the second fertility card we've gotten. Compassion and boundaries. It is a perfect time to start new projects, access new ideas, give birth to new conditions. Ishtar, boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Kuan Yin, compassion. Release judgment about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So that's a beautiful energy. I would also suggest, if you have a lot, I've suggested this the last week or so, if you have a lot of fear and recurring thoughts in your mind that you hold, those suffering, not your masculine, in your heart and in your mind, and you do the Ho'oponopono prayer for a period of time. Master Jesus. He has not come out for a long time. Mercury on the bottom of the deck. So the third kind of Gemini influence. Master Jesus, forgiveness. You are on the path of light and love and forgiveness. As I said, Father healing is possible at this time. This may indeed be linked to your father's lineage or side of the family. Joan of Arc, voice of truth, stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. Faith, humanity, you know, he may be having to stand up for himself in some capacity, and you may also need to do that. Humanity and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. Open communication. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. So very interesting. Very interesting energies coming out. You know, they are encouraging the voice of truth, but then in this reading strongly I heard, don't tell everyone everything that's going on. Don't tell everyone your plans. You know, use discernment with who you share this with, because look at, we got music again. Some people may not have all the best intentions for you. Fire agate, creativity. Dioptes, heart healing. Crocite and red jasper, sexuality and healthy boundaries. Malachite, healing. So that's heart energy here. Powerful, very high level healing going on. Dragon, you have the royal blue and gold dragon, the earth and water dragon, source dragon, and then fire dragon. You know, source dragon is the highest complete, you know, he's got that figure 8 over his head. You are being watched over, so strengthens you to stand in your power and wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear a cloak of power and pride. Earth and water dragon, create the foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. Attunes you to the infinite. Be still in the silence. Magic can happen. Be in the moment. And then fire dragon, burns up the lower energies around you. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clears your soul's pathways. Did I get them all? Yes. So messages from your twin. I love this card. It's one of my favorites. Look deep within your heart. You feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Reflection. Give each other some space. Oh, this was his, but I don't really do these this way. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that it will all work out for the best. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. So I think this card is incredibly important in this reading. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time, and nothing is missing. Time, you are trying too hard, give it time. This is the 3rd or 4th soulmate card we've had come out. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. And then it says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. There are things unfolding here you may not really understand, and they may feel quite scary. But there is purpose to these things, and facing your shadow side will unlock that for you and allow you to understand more of yourself and heal more of yourself. All right, I hope this message has served you highly, and I thank you so much for being here. Bye for now.